Hello again, sports fans. Latest cards and collectibles here. PSA orders back in the house. 26. It should have been a 27 card order, but somehow I missed putting one of the cards in. So, is what it is. I'm assuming I'm just gonna find a random card in here, a card that I forgot to do. But anyways, it arrived on August 22nd. It was complete on November 2nd. So I sent it in on August 8th. Today is roughly the 6th or today is the 6th or 7th. So you see August, September to October, basically 3 months. Last two orders I put in were 5 weeks. Apparently October's been the biggest grading month in the history of grading. So if you've seen, there's a couple videos out there showing how many cards have been graded. So October price slowed down a little bit. Anyways, we're gonna try to keep this under that, in that 12 to 15 minute window. Not gonna spend a lot of time on the cards. Some nicer bulk cards in here. Pretty much did about as well as I expected to do. You know, trying to keep around that, 65 to 70% gym rate. I knew 3 of these cards I knew were not going to 10, so they weren't my cards. So I discussed it with the person I sent them in for. A 9 would increase the value. One of them, there's always a clunker in. There's always one. There's always one card. Always one. And there's one of those in here, of course, so we're just going to get right into it. Love these boxes. Great for sending stuff back to PSA if you're not sending big orders. And great for shipping out cards. Let's go ahead and get the... There, of course, you got to have your switchblade, right? Now, of course, like 4 or 5 of these cards I sent at the time are going for like 70, 80 bucks. They're not going for that now, of course. I thought I was going to get them back much faster, but apparently that was not the case. So still all right. But, been much better off. Would have enjoyed it if they would have got them back sooner, but hey, whatever. Here's what it is. Okay, here's the order slip. We'll make sure they didn't charge me any extra for... No, they just stuck the random card back in here. Yeah, see, it was this pink CJ Stroud, so they just stuck it back in there, so... I'm hoping I didn't get upcharged because they get all butted. Cards are out of order. We can upcharge you. Blah 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 blah. I've only I've spent I don't know, the last 2 years probably $5,000 on. Yeah, we don't want any of that information to get out here. So let's make sure they didn't charge me for the extra card. Nope, they didn't. So it was $534 for this total for the submission. 26 cards, that's with tax, shipping, plus I had to insure the shipping when I sent it out there. This is a card. So it didn't get processed. I would have loved for it to get processed, but now I'm probably not going to worry about sending it in. I was thinking if I got them, I have another one. If I got it back in a timely fashion, then I think it could have been a good sale from what I paid for it. Anyways, Ronald Acuna, rainbow foil. Was clean. Do you watch any of my prepping videos or kind of cards I went over? It's clean. At the time, it was a $250 to $300 card. So, got a 10 there. This isn't my card. But I am probably going to... Some of these cards that aren't mine, I'm going to sell for a friend of mine. So, because I'm going to a show, I'm going to try to move some of these at the show. Because people just don't realize how tough it is to be consistently loading cards onto eBay. It sucks. It's boring. It's slow. It's all the stuff you don't want to do. But this would move fast. So, anyways, there's 110. We'll do the 10 pile and 9 pile. This is Spencer Jones, Bowman first, Mojo. I did pull several nice number cards out of this stuff. None of them they all had surface issues. Any Yankees, top prospect, I don't even know what this is going for at the time. I got imagine it's a $40 or $50 card right now. Got a 10. And I put in some Shohei's of his rookie just tops. I did 4 of them. 2 pitching, 2. He had several, but these are the only ones I think it's sent in 10. At the time, these are going for between $150 and $175. I gotta think they're down after he got hurt. I haven't checked the prices on it, but still for, I don't know what he paid for him back in those days, but pardon me, it's a win. Same thing, another one, 10. Had 4 of them. This is pretty easy card to tell if it's clean because, you're going to see any white. And then you got white and the light gray, so it kind of helps hide. Very well taken care of the cards that he sent me. Now, we're going to get into the Kyler Murray, since it's great, since he's going to be coming back. This is a 101. It had some edging issues. And so I knew it wasn't going to 10, but a 9. Just 101. Sometimes you say grade them or don't grade them. I knew it was going to grade at least a 9, possibly, luckily, a 10, depending on who graded it. It got a 9, so I mean, I figured at the time when I send this in before grade is about $200 card. If he comes and lights it up the first week, this you know how football works. Everybody wants the next Brock. Well, obviously he's good, but anytime a quarterback does anything, it's like, oh my God, let's go spend so much money on those cards, and then 2 weeks later I just lost my butt off. So yeah, that's the Tyson Badgett and the Will Levis stuff. So if you had Will Levis and Tyson Badgett cards before they got the start, yeah, you can make some serious money. If you're buying them now, it's probably not the best idea in the world. But beautiful card, 101. He had a lot of this stuff, a lot of higher end ones of these cards, but just weren't college stuff. This is a Mike Trout, second year Mike Trout out of 99. It's a desert camo. Thought this had a pretty good shot. It was clean, centering was good. Got a 10. Now at the time, this card raw was like around the 125 mark, I do believe. I got a list I wrote down. So I had to do literally he had like 200 cards I had to go through. You see, I made a list and kind of went through and looked at comps and stuff like this. It has like 1 to 125. Figures it's probably a $300 card, $250 to $300 card. Who doesn't want a second year numbered Mike Trout card? So, well, I guess it's third year. Never mind, third year Mike Trout card. And this is the Bosa brother out of 10. Beautiful card. Contenders are hard to get 10s on. This is one of the easier ones you're gonna be able to get 10 on because it's all white. Like all the college contenders are like the team colors and everything, and it's just hard. This is out of 10. This card wasn't even in the system. I had to add this card into the system for them because no one has graded it yet. So, well, hey, guess what? I got a 10. So, I figured at the time, raw, one of them had sold. I found one sale for this card. Trying to find it, what it was raw. Where are you hiding at here? Yeah, I do not want to keep this video very long. I want to say it's like 100, there it is, 125 to 150. I figured it was worth raw. So this is, $300 to $400 card. Don't know. I'll dig in a little bit more because for the show this weekend I got some stuff I need to price out, and so I can stick a price tag on them for the show. So we got Corbin Carroll Mojo. Anything with his name on it, it's not a base card, it's going to get sent in. At the time I sent him, and these are going for twice what they are now. Now it's a $45, $50 card. Got a 10. I will be selling this card at the show. I'll probably mark it $45. Probably I won't take anything less than $45 for it. Or I'll probably mark it for $50. So beautiful card. It's funny, most of the Mojos I got out of the mega boxes were all clean, man. If you got a numbered card, it was print line city, just stuff all over it. Certainly was trash. But there we go. There's another 10. 9s are coming. Don't you worry. It ain't going to be all 10s. I'm not that lucky. At the time, this is out of 79. I was doing a little speculation. Here's cards are dirt cheap. You're buying these number cards for like $10, $12. And he's still young. Still got and then with CJ Stroud being, dropping dimes on everybody, this could be a decent card at some point in time. So, not a lot of value here in this card right now. If it would have not, if this thing would have 9, it would have probably lost money. It's probably about a $40 card tops at the moment, but this will be just a hold. See, just don't grade more than you can, don't spend your money on grading if you can't afford to lose a little, or you can't hold it. You just be smart about it best you can, because a lot of my stuff's on hold. I have thousands of dollars of graded cards on hold, just sitting and waiting to dump. A lot of the stuff was baseball. Great story on this one, and then I'm going to speed up the process. I got this card. It was a gym mint. I don't know if you've seen the gym graded slabs that, weigh like 7 pounds. If you threw them at somebody, you could possibly kill them. I got this out. It was a gym mint 10 out of the gym. $20 I got this card for. With tax and shipping, I think it was less than 30. You see it had a little dimple there. One dimple. That's the only thing that was wrong with this card. Otherwise, perfectly centered. Everything else is clean. And the time I sent this card in, this was a $250 card. Now it's like a $100 card. But hey, we got a 10. So, I have a few of these. Excuse me again. I get a little bit under the weather. I have a few of these. So, as soon as I'm hoping he starts on Thursday and do some things. I'm hopefully relist it at 150 to 175. And this would be like a triple, quadruple up, because I'm only in on this card total like $50 total. So, good. It's looking good there. That's one time you got one of those cheap little gym mint slabs. Disappointed here, man. He's the same deal as Corbin Carroll. Any parallel with him, you send it in, you're gonna make some money. I don't know where I went wrong here. Top to bottom, centering good, left to right, no surface issues. Backs, I mean, they don't really care about back centering. I don't know if we had a bum corner or something that I didn't pick up on. I don't know. I'll probably just list this for 20 bones to show and probably take 15. Not going to break even on that card. Junior Caminero, he's lighting it up. So, it's a first, you know. He and probably, I would say, or Spencer Jones, him, Crawford. God, I'm drawing blank on the last guy. He's the biggest? Was Andrew Jones' kids? Drew Jones. God, I gotta not remember that off the top of my head. Don't ever get old. Anyways, yeah. So I didn't pull the one at Drew Jones, but did him. He's actually doing better than Drew Jones in minor leagues. He'd be called up sooner than later, but he's probably the number. I mean, he's really high up there. Got a 10 on him, so looking good. Still kind of churning through my Blaze Jordan collection here. So I got several of his PSA 10s. I mean, kid was hitting 500-foot dingers when he's 14 years old. He's number 7 or 8 prospect, I think, in the Red Sox organization. He's 19 or 20 now. Hopefully he gets called up. I don't like to speculate, and I don't like to do this on baseball, but this is like the only person. I have a few like Kevin Alcantara cards and a few Christian Vaquero things, but not a lot, because, I mean, just doing speculating on baseball is tough. Like, you could have all the tools in the world and just not pan out. Same as football. There's way more baseball people to do it on. So I got 10 here. I think this is probably between the $80 and $100 mark right now. But yeah, very beautiful card. 2020. He's born in 02. So yeah, he's 21. No, he'll be 21 this December. So he's still young. Hopefully he gets called up next year. Another Junior Caminero. Tough cards. I mean, Cernian was great. I thought this had a chance. The bottom right corner has a little white on it. I gave it a shot, and I didn't pan out. But it's out of 499 color match. You can't ask for a better looking card. Probably hold on to this. As soon as he gets called up, I'll list it. I'll drop it and list it. I mean, I knew this had a good chance. This is my first 9. I thought we had a good chance there, even with that tiny bit of whitening, because it was very light blue. Because you can see it's down there in the corner. It's just a smidgen. Oh, excuse me again. All right, this card. I should have never cracked it out of when I got it back from being the redemption. I should have sold it as soon as I got it. It'd have been $500 in my pocket. Now I'll be lucky. This is $250 in my pocket. I knew it wasn't gonna 10. It has this one surface issue there. I thought we could still get 9 because it was pretty clean. Otherwise, very well centered. It is what it is. Probably try to sell the same $250 just to get rid of it. Should have sold the redemption at the time, because the redemption at the time was selling for like $700 or $800 when I pulled it. This is from the collector's box, Adley Rutschman. If you know anything about, watch my videos, know anything about this collector's box, I pulled the Shohei out of 50 auto, gold auto, in which I just sold that for $630. I should have sold it at the time. Just as a redemption, because it had been $800. But anyways, I sold it. It's gone. I pulled this out as well. I thought, man, this thing was clean. I don't know where I went wrong here, but I mean, it's a 9. I mean, this kid's gonna have his best catcher in baseball with his defensive WAR and his offense. He's just gonna have a high WAR every year. And Baltimore stack with great young players. So you can see our 10s compared to our 9s, but it's gonna start getting ugly now. I mean, I've already looked. I'm one of the guys that can do just there and just do it. Another card I thought, don't know where I went wrong. Same collector's box that I pulled I only bought one of those collector boxes. It was on sale because they weren't selling. So, anyways. Centering was good. Didn't notice any surface issues. I mean, I don't really worry too much about back centering because they'll let you get away with murder on the back. I don't know print lines or anything, so I'm not really sure where I went wrong. Top to bottom centering looks to be off a little bit. But, I mean, not enough. I mean, the left to right is 50-50. Top to bottom, I mean, I don't know, 60. I don't know. Maybe that's where I lost it, was on the top centering. Could have been. But it looked pretty good to me. All right. Yeah, I know where I lost it here. I think it's the top to bottom centering. But I look at many PSA 10s of this year. There's no service issues with this card. Nothing. I mean, I'm probably just going to list it for like $30. Sell it. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But I'm probably going to take this with a show with me. So sell it at the show. Most of the stuff, pretty much all stuff except for the Bowman firsts are gonna go to the show. The John Mechie's won't either. But bought this for like $25. Still same idea. His cards are so cheap, and he was gonna come back healthy. He's still not quite ready to roll, I don't think. But I misses out a 49 auto. I paid $25 for the card. I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. I mean, I'm in basically $45 on the card. I think I could probably get $45 for right now, just in this condition, but not really worried about it. I'm gonna hold on to it. Some more Justin Fields action. I cracked this one because I sent it in before. I gave it a second shot. No, still got the same 9 I got last time. So once he lights it, once he comes back in and starts playing, I'll dump this. I really wanted one of these in a 10. I should probably just go ahead and buy one now when they're like $80. But need to sell some stuff. Bought like 4 or 5 of his hollows at between like $75 and $85. Because I'm just gonna dump him as soon as he comes back and make a little bit of profit off of him. And then hopefully he does. Hopefully he plays this Thursday, so I can start dumping stuff on this weekend. But so yeah, that's that. I won't do that again. I won't crack that one. Now I got a couple Garrett Wilsons coming up that I'm pretty sure that I didn't think we're gonna 10. It's like this one surface clean. You got the color match. You can't hate it. Flux, not the Grace. This is out of 49, I think, or is it 99? It's 49. So I got a 10. There was one faint print line on the back. Was just testing them out. I mean, I've sent in hundreds of cards, but just gotta test them every once in a while and see if they're gonna worry about that. Surface is really clean. I mean, centering was good from what I could tell. Sir, I mean, this Flux cards, I've had serious surface issues with print lines. This is about as clean as I've seen one. So that's another 10. So we're not doing bad. I see we're doing all right. We're 2-1. Another Garrett Wilson. I pulled this one. I bought that one. I pulled this one. So centering's great. Surface is great. Got me a 10 here. This is definitely over $100 card. There was like a little wax. You can see them. There's like 2 little pieces of, I don't know, like wax on the back. If you can pick them, you can see them right there. You can see it right there. I was wondering how that was going to affect the grade on the card. Apparently, it didn't affect it at all. So, yeah. I didn't think this was going to 10, but I was just kind of testing them out. And, it is what it is. I'm going to keep this because, I'm an Ohio State homer. They haven't really bought some of Garrett Wilson cards. He's too expensive right now. Too expensive. This card had one little ding in the corner. Sides for that was perfect. This card was not going to 10. This is not my card. I talked to him about it. We went ahead and got 9, which is good. I think best case scenario here was a 9. They could have been an 8. It's out of 15. Kyler Murray auto. I mean, he comes back and lights it up this week or next week. You know what this card could be worth. And contenders, especially college contenders, very hard to get a 10. Super hard to get a 10. All right, so everybody's hero, Tyler Hero. I wonder if they damage this card. All right, so we got soft corner, a little bit of soft corner, and a soft corner. I mean, they're very subtle. Edging isn't bad, but this is all blue. I told him this was a 9 at best, possibly an 8. So your cracked dice. If it ends up turning out to be an 8, I think it was going to be okay. Just slab it up. We'll be good. And surface was clean. Card is centered well. I don't know what happened here. I'm just gonna talk to them. I'm just gonna crack this thing and sell it raw. Because you're gonna take a hit on this card for it being a 7. I mean, I don't think this is a 7. It's got a couple, it's got a couple soft corners, but nothing crazy, man. I figure it's like 8 or 9. I mean, not gonna affect the value too much on these cracked dice because a card like this is gonna. I don't even know if there even is a PSA 10 of this card. It would be really hard just with all the blue on here. So yeah, don't know. Didn't think that was gonna happen. We're just gonna get the last 2. They're both Shohei's. Gonna speed it up. This is the time I was going for like the 2 to 250 mark. We're definitely gonna sell these. I'm gonna sell them now. He's not really into them much. These aren't mine either. None of the Shohei's are mine. About 2/3 of these cards are mine, and some are friends of mine that I looked through like 200 of his cards to send in. He's got some more stuff. He opened a case of Topps Chrome from this year. I'm gonna have to go over there and look at that too and see. I know he pulled like a red or an orange Cassis auto, so we gotta look see if he wants to get some of the stuff graded. But anyways, that's that. I mean, total here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 26 cards. They got 10s, I do believe. No. Forgot about the Adley here. We have 9. So I think we had 9 9s. And the rest were 10, so it did pretty good. I mean, I think we had 16 out of 26 or 17 out of 20. I can't remember. It's one of those two. But anyways, you know, you're looking at 60-some% there. And I knew 3 of these cards weren't going to 10, so more closer to that 65 to 70% on the gem rate. That I knew this wasn't going to 10. I knew these weren't 10ing. And the 2 Kyler Murrays I knew. So if we can peel 4 of those out, I knew those weren't going to 10. We weren't looking for gems there. We were looking for 9s. So basically, 16 out of 22 cards that I thought were going to at possibly 10. So really high gem rate again. But I mean, it's not easy. People see these videos, and I've seen people just totally get crushed on ultra modern cards. Ultra modern cards aren't hard to tell. I mean, if you got print lines, dimples, off centered, you know, don't do it. I mean, sometimes on the back you can get away with a little bit, which you have seen in some of my videos. I've gotten away with a couple small little imperfections. But I mean, it's your money. You do what you want with it. Just be smart about it. It took me hours to go through hundreds of cards to figure out just to send 26 in. So anyways, not going to get any more into it. Once again, success. Hopefully I can sell a ton of this at this show this weekend. I know the Carroll, the Cunha, the Shoheis, all that stuff's probably going to sell. Any guy. I got some Mahomes. Got really nice Mahomes I'm going to be selling. So hopefully we can get all that. Anyways, not going to do any more talking. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Instagram. It'll be in the description. And late stick out.